have a seat.
No, join me.
Hey, look, I'm going to wrap this up. I know all of y'all ready to go. Everybody hungry. Mr. Coleman probably need to take some pain medicine or something. I know he hurting. Dexter look hungry as hell. Bodybuilding is the most superficial sport in the world. And some people do it for superficial reasons, because they want to make money, they want prestige, you know, they want to be looked up to, they want to be the biggest, you know, most intimidating person, whatever. But there are some people that do it for reasons that are not superficial, because they have a genuine love, right? And what's sad is that there are people that have participated in this sport and gave more than 100% to it, but we never have a chance to celebrate them like this, because 1% get to call themselves a champion and be able to come to be celebrated. But those lives and those careers of those people that gave everything are just as valuable as that 1% that actually have a chance to be celebrated. And I think that's important. Now, we can talk about who's Mr. Olympia, or who's the Arnold Classic winner and stuff like that, but when I look out, you know, some of y'all already left, so you're gonna listen to this later. But I see people that have to damn go to work in the morning. I see people that got off work, you know, took days off to be able to come here, and you trying to figure out how you can manage your money in order to pay your bills, do what you do in the gym, and get your food and supplements, trying to manage family and all your other responsibilities, and then go to the gym. That effort is just as valuable as the effort that we put into what we do, but nobody gets a chance to celebrate that. So I'm here to say that for me, you are Mr. and Mrs. Olympia. You are the Mr. and Mrs. Arnold Classic champions, because, you know, think about it. Think about this industry. You know, we help to endorse supplement products, and we promote the sport. And we get the privilege of focusing on bodybuilding all day long. And we promote it to people that can't focus on it all day long, you know? And there's some understanding that needs to be put in place for that. And I want to tell you, as a soldier working 12, 14, sometimes 20 hours a day, but wanting to be a bodybuilder, that I understand you. And I understand what your struggles are, and I understand where you come from. You don't compete. You don't lift weights. You don't exercise for superficial reasons. Some of you just do it because you want to be healthy. Some of you do it just because you love it. And that is just as special as doing it for a championship for me. So, and without you, we don't even have a reason to be here. We're here for you. So I love you. You know what I'm saying? And I was you, looking at these guys and wanting to be like them, or wanting to apply their motivation to my life and whatever it was that I was doing. And so that's all I have to say about that. But one more thing, I look at everybody that's sitting up here and all these champions, and some of them gone. And you know, last year when I won, I was able to say something about 8-year-old CEDRIC sitting on the living room floor, looking at TV and seeing Conan the Barbarian. And I remember a bodybuilding show was on ESPN, and it's pictures of me at 5 years old flexing muscles. I don't even remember this, but you know, anytime somebody see anything with muscle related, somebody calling me. I'm outside and somebody say, "Hey, Cedric, them bodybuilders on TV," and I run in and I look at them, and you know, amazed by it. And it was these people here, and coming from the situation that I came from, and some people up here can relate. I hear your stories. I didn't have an image to look up to want to be like. I didn't have a daddy to teach me a skill or teach me confidence or determination or to teach me how to have a killer instinct or to teach me not to give up or not to quit. I didn't have nobody to teach me those things, so I never was able to develop those. But to see that in these men here gave me something to want to inspire to be in the absence of anything. What am I supposed to do? Just grow up, get a job, help pay bills. You know, that's what it is. And looking at them made me say, I want to be like them. And I want to, you know, I didn't have confidence enough to play sports in school because, oh man, you know, if I don't catch the ball or if my shot don't go in, we will be the reason why I lose. And I don't want that responsibility. I'm not confident enough to deal with that. But I was able to close myself off into my bedroom and do my push-ups and sit-ups. And I was able to flip through the magazine. You didn't have money to buy a magazine. The magazines people gave me, old magazines, because they know how much I love it. I'm able to do my push-ups in my room and do my sit-ups. You know, it's a man that my mama in love with, and he mad today, and he beating my mama up. Now, I'm not strong enough to go stop him, but one day I will be, so I'm gonna do these curls. I wanna kill him, but I'm gonna kill these curls until I can stop him. You know, some people do this for reasons that are not superficial, okay? And all of this comes from seeing these champions, but we all can apply these values to the different parts of our life that we have. When I decided one day, you know what, I can be a bodybuilder, I'm gonna try it. It immediately went back to the 90s and the 80s and the 70s to all of those images that I loved. And what I wanted to do was, you know, I watched bodybuilding evolve. As Mr. Ashley said, it evolves. Every sport does. But as the sport evolved, my image of it didn't. My vision of what was beautiful in the sport didn't change. And what I wanted to do was represent the part of bodybuilding that I fell in love with. And, you know, there'll be a few times with some of these guys I've talked to privately, and I tell them, but now I can just say it to everybody. All I wanted, you know, look, let me say this first. I don't have this killer instinct. I don't have this drive and determination that says, I come to every show to win. You know, I heard that said a lot. Why? Because, man, I wasn't born a winner. Being a winner ain't something that I ever thought I could do. And even still now, I'll be backstage or getting ready for a show scared because I know I'm probably gonna lose. And some people will say, well, that way of thinking, you'll never win, you know? Okay, so that leads me to say this. Sometimes the things that you do is not necessarily about the win. It's about the process that you go through to get to the point where you can win or lose. And for me, that's what it's about. Not a superficial reason like winning, but an unsuperficial reason like trying. And some people say the try is not a word. Yes, it is. And I love the try, right? Look, if you dream it, you can achieve it. You heard people say that? I can dream to have a big day. It ain't gonna grow, bro. It ain't gonna grow. It ain't gonna grow. However, working towards it could make me a better person. It might give me a little something just by trying, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I can improve my technique or something, you know? So I like to try because trying is what makes you a better person. Trying is what life is about, you know? Trying to achieve something. And let me say this. You ain't got to be Mr. Olympia to be a good bodybuilder, man. And whenever I typed in, I'm telling you right now, it was 2001, I'm typing in old school bodybuilding, classic bodybuilding. And I seen people, and I'm like, okay, he was Mr. Olympian. No, he wasn't. He was Mr. Olympian. No, he wasn't. And I'm saying, man, why all these beautiful bodies ain't never had a chance to be that? You know, and it's just because that's just how life is sometimes, 1%, you know? But it still don't mean that their accomplishments are any less than that 1%. So anyway, getting back to my story, what I wanted to be able to do was, for these guys that have been champions and that have paved the way for us. And not even trying to pave the way. They just doing their thing. They trying to win shows. Mr. Ashley, what do you say, tenacious. You know, I'm trying to win. He ain't thinking about no nigga from the hood living in the projects. He ain't thinking about me. He trying to do his thing. But I'm looking at him while he doing it. You know, and I'm creating this image for myself that I could possibly be that, you know. So he influenced me indirectly, you know. So what I wanted was, when I do my thing, I'm doing it for them, and I'm doing it as a recognition and an appreciation for them giving me something to want to be in life. And I just hope that they can look at me, you know. And look, man, I got my ass beat all up and down the stage. You know, whatever place you want to name, I got it, right? You know, I lose more than I win. But I hope that they can look at me and say, you know what, man, back when we was doing our thing, he looked like how we used to look. And he kind of, you know, doing it the way we used to do it. He posed the way we used to do it, so that I can give my appreciation back to them by what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to represent. And so that's what I'm thankful for. And one last thing that I want to say is, don't let nobody define to you what is winning and what is losing. Don't let the social media shit mess you up. You know, we look and we see people and what they do, and we see comments, and sometimes that drives our behavior. But what you got to do, man, is be true to yourself and let, you know, when all this is finished, and, you know, when we hang our posing trunks up, or when we put our workout gloves in the closet forever, let, you know, what you have done along the way be something that you can be proud of, and be true to that. Not let me do what's popular so I can get this W, you know. This is what the judges is looking for, so let me try to be that in order. Nah, you be what you want to be. You know, win or lose, be true to yourself, you know. And if you ain't being true to yourself and you just trying to do whatever is going to get you this superficial win, then are you really genuine, you know? So anyway, that's all I want to say. Bob Chick, you got some long-ass shoes on.